Hello.
Hello.
Games. I finally feel well
What?
enough to play a game for
Well,
puzzles. I mean, I guess technically we played a puzzle game last week, but I was not the one manning
true.
it. Our story so far. With the help of the clock shop owner and future Luke, Layton and Luke return to their own time.
Hooray.
To prepare for their meeting with the inspector, the professor decides to swing by his office. Oh yeah, and that's where we're going. The Forgotten Case. You know what else was forgotten? I need to stop
Layton's
by my
daughter.
office and check something. After that, we'll go find Inspector Chelney. Hello, lady. There you are, Professor. I see you canceled lecture again this week. Let me guess, are you investigating another strange mystery? Hello, Rosetta. Yes, something rather pressing has come up, but I'll be sure to hold a makeup session later. Oh, no worries, Mr. L. As long as I get my credits, I'm not sweating it. Now, what kind of attitude is that to have, Rosetta? If you want those credits, you'll have to earn them. And as your paper's on the stone relics of Cornwall, I'd say you have your work cut out for you. As your advisor, I insist that you check in with me weekly until your paper's shaped up. I didn't mean to imply I wasn't interested in the work. I'm very much looking forward to our sessions together. Not every girl has the privilege of receiving private instruction from the great Professor Layton. Ahem. What I mean to say is that you should check in during office hours. Well, you don't have to tell me twice, Professor. I'll see you next week. Hee hee.
I don't know what that girl's up to, but it can't be good, Professor.
Nonsense, my boy. I'm sure it's all in your head.
You can't fool me. Did you see the look she gave you? She's a man-eater. Whatever that means.
Oh dear. Yay, we get to see Layton actually act as a professor and not just be referred to as professor without any, Oh, no, wait, go back. We're not going on the train. Sorry, I need to get some coins.
Uh-huh.
I don't have enough coins. I'm getting low on my supply of coins. How many hit coins do I have? I only have 47 out of 50 hit coins. I should
Pretty sure
probably
we've used
I should
3 of
probably
them.
use some hit coins. I didn't realize.
Hey, aren't you the guy we bumped into at the demonstration? How are you here?
As you may recall, last week's demonstration experienced a few hiccups. When the dust settled, management decided it would be best to cut me loose. I'm sorry to hear that. Excuse me, I don't believe I've properly introduced myself yet. Please, sir, don't bother. Dean Delmona filled me in. It's an honor to meet you, Professor Layton. I've actually been holding on to a puzzle, just in case you happen to come by. Care to hear it?
The Shady Trio. Each member of a shady trio has dressed in red, white, and green. However, none of their outfits were the same. Here's what witnesses had to say about them. The men wore the same colored jackets. Two of them had white pants on. The larger man wore a white hat. The woman's jacket was green. Tap the trio's clothes to change the colors to match the eyewitness's report.
Okay. The larger man wore a white hat, so that's correct. Um,
See.
woman's jacket was
Men wore the
green.
same colored jackets.
Yeah.
Two of them had white pants on.
Yeah.
Gotta change one pair of pants. Maybe. I guess. Maybe change the other two hats?
Oh, yeah. Mm. Interesting. Red, white, and green. So yeah, it's red. Wait. So they all had red, white, and green. So the big man has to have. So he has to have
But two of
a
them have
red
white.
jacket.
Two of them wore the same color jacket.
Two men wore the same colored jacket. Okay.
So both would have to be red.
Yeah.
So his hat can be green.
Yes. And then her hat can
Then,
be red.
yeah,
That looks correct.
two had white pants.
Two men wore the same color jacket, both red. Two of them had white pants on, yes. The large man wore a white hat. The woman's jacket was green. Alright, looks good.
Hooray.
We didn't even need to use any hit coins.
I wonder why we have 47 out of 50.
We'll get to some more difficult ones.
Yeah. We're still in the sub 100.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of them are going to be pretty easy. And they're not throwing a bunch of. Granted, we don't use hint coins for those. I was going to talk about
The
the
block moving ones.
block puzzles.
Yeah. Alright, let's go inside. Oh, hello, sir.
Sir, your head. Herschel, my boy, I've been looking for you.
Hello, sir. Didn't you receive my notice that I was on holiday?
Oh, that. Yes, everything's in order here. It's something else I need your help with.
In that case, please tell me how I can be of assistance to you, sir.
Lean in a bit, my boy. What I'm about to ask you, well, I wouldn't like anyone else to hear it.
See, I'm having trouble with this puzzle. It's a real
That's fully
stinker.
it. Thing is, I have a puzzle I simply can't work
I was like, is it
through
gonna
on
be
my own.
plot that leads to a puzzle, or is it just he has a puzzle?
My darling granddaughter brought it to me, but I can't for the life of me solve the blasted thing.
I can see how that could be quite vexing.
Vexing is putting it politely. It's hard to feel like king of your castle when you can't even solve your grandchild's puzzle. It's a rather serious issue for me, Herschel.
It certainly sounds that way, sir.
Yes. So I take it I can count on you to help me work through this thing?
But of course. 1/1000th.
Okay.
Here are some matchsticks that spell out 100M. Move one of the matches into the garbage to display a length that is 1 divided by 1000 of that size. Okay.
So 100M would be 100 million.
Yeah. Well, is it gonna be
And a
that?
thousandth of that is.
Well, is this Roman numerals? If I do this, will that be correct? Is it M and then IV?
Oh, I don't know.
Should I do a hint just because we have apparently
Yeah, sure.
47? Let's just use a hint to just be like, hey, we're talking about length. So M stands for meters. Okay. That was actually
Oh.
clarification. Okay.
Meters.
Yeah.
So what? I don't know what an in would be.
Yeah.
What's it look like with one of the middle ones gone? That's nothing.
And we can spin things.
Who's spitting me?
Move one of the
Yeah.
matches into the garbage. And so it's like, okay, so are we not allowed to spin the others?
Oh,
What?
Oh,
Oh, okay. What?
the second 0,
Mm.
take away the far right match. 10 centimeters.
Oh, yeah, cute. I like that one.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
And the hint did help.
The hint was helpful. It was an actual worthwhile hint. Like specifying its meters. We are using.
We're
It's not.
using metric
It's
system.
not 100 million. Anyway.
Oh, that's it. My granddaughter's going to flip her shit when she sees how clever her granddad is because I did this on my oh, I'm a failure.
I'm glad I could help you with your predicament, sir.
Likewise. By the way, Herschel, I do have one small favor to ask you beyond you solving this puzzle for me.
Certainly.
Let's keep the fact that you helped me with this puzzle between you and me and the wall, shall we?
My name is Luke. His name is Luke, not Wall. Of course, after all, you've a reputation to maintain with your granddaughter. It will be our secret.
Ho ho! Perceptive as always, and what about you there, young man? Can you keep a secret? Your name's Wall, right? Of course, my lips are sealed, sir, else my name isn't Wall. Splendid! For that you have my thanks. One last thing, Herschel. There's a young lady in your office. She said she's waiting for you. Do you not know who she is? Has he not introduced
Why
you?
would he introduce his daughter to his boss that, he's had for a year?
How would...
I see. That Herschel looks. Look at Layton. He's like, oh,
Layton.
wait, responsibilities? Yeah, Luke also.
Oh, you must be talking about Flora. I just remembered she existed.
All right, let's go. There she is.
Hi there, Flora.
She's alive.
She's alive
Oh,
and a character.
Hi there, Flora.
You two have
We
got
didn't
some
forget
nerve
you.
leaving me alone while
You
go
two
off
have
on
got
another
some
adventure.
nerve leaving me alone while you go off on another adventure.
Now, Flora,
Now, Flora, you know that wasn't our intention at all.
while we were out investigating one issue, an even more troublesome matter.
Well, we were out investigating one issue, an even more troublesome matter arose. It's hard when they do the voice acting during these scenes. Because it's like, do I
Yeah.
also repeat it? Do I talk over it?
What
What kind of troublesome matter? Because I have the volume down low enough that it's sort of like, people aren't going to be able to hear it. Or maybe they
Couldn't
can.
have seen it coming, Flora. Honest.
Really?
Of course, we wouldn't have left you behind.
Of course, we wouldn't have left you behind on purpose.
You
The
might not
writers
have.
would.
Yeah. You might not have, but the writers would.
Luke is quite right.
Luke
Do
is quite
forgive us
right.
for
Do
our
forgive us
oversight.
for our oversight, but don't forgive the writers. I don't know why they don't know what to do with you. You actually would be pretty easy to add to the group. Well, okay, just this once. But you two had better not leave me alone again. We cannot promise
Of
that.
course not.
Layton, you cannot promise that. Okay. Do you have a puzzle? done, it's
Akihiro
done.
Hino, we're putting you on blast.
Is that the writer?
That's the creator.
Yeah.
They don't have a specific
Yeah.
writer credit.
Uh.
Did you just make a promise to Flora?
She just left to go make tea. I believe I may have, and unfortunately, this is one promise I fear I have to break.
Professor, that's terrible. Not to mention very unlike you. Go back on your word.
But we have to because the writers can't figure out what to do with her, so instead I have to be out of character. Well, I didn't see you doing anything to dissuade the poor girl from coming with us. Besides, you know our current case is fraught with danger. I don't want her to get
She
hurt.
survived in a robot village by herself for years.
Also, she's older than Luke.
She is.
Like, you are bringing a young boy, pre-adult, like, pre-pubescent, or, like, in puberty, 12-year-old Luke, and she's, like, what, 16?
We're 16.
Anyway, we need to finish our work here so we can find the inspector. We best move quickly.
I suppose you're right, Professor. All right, then. What are we looking for here?
Somewhere in my office is a leather-bound notebook with a yellow note sticking out of it. Do you think you could help me find it?
Aye, aye, Professor. I'm on the case. Hey, Layton, do you remember the structure that you found this girl in? That she regularly, had to go through? How it was like a jumbled, terrifying mess? Do you remember any of it? I don't think you do.
I don't think he does, and neither do the writers.
Is this the notebook you were talking about?
Why, yes it is!
Let's see. Information concerning the explosion at the Institute of Polydimensional Research. Did you put this notebook together, Professor?
I did, piece by piece. Sadly, most of its contents have been removed.
Whoa, you weren't kidding. Most of the pages have been torn out.
It's been a while since I opened it last. Let me see. At least the newspaper clippings are intact.
What exactly are all these articles from? When exactly are all these articles from, Professor?
I'll explain more on the bus. But for now, we need to get out of here before Flora returns and we have to treat her like an actual character with, personality and wants and dreams and feelings. Voila! I thought you might be hungry, so I made some cucumber salad and... Oh dear, where did they go? Anyway, I got the hint coin back.
Flora's standalone game win. I know the answer's never.
Never, yeah.
But when?
Where are we going now? Hold on. Did I even, we have a map. Go to Scotland Yard. Okay, where... Scotland Yard, perfect.
Got to go to Scotland Yard? About the notebook we picked up at your office, Professor. Exactly what explosion were you researching?
It all happened several years ago when you were very small. Two scientists working in a physics lab unwittingly caused an explosion during an experiment. The explosion devastated the surrounding area.
Is that how Layton's partner died? That must have been all over the news.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? However, though many perished in the blast, few records of the accident remain.
What happened?
That's something I'm still trying to figure out for myself. But answer me this, Luke. What's the first thing that comes to mind when you hear of an explosion? A puzzle!
Boom. Oh, the explosion of Dr. Stungun's time machine, of course.
That was my first thought as well. I have a strong suspicion that these two incidents are connected.
Why's that? Well, you see, I keep hallucinating one of the people who died in the explosion whenever we're in the future.
Well, it's nothing more than a hunch, so I really can't say more right now.
Oh, Professor, this is our stop. Here we are at Scotland Yard.
There's no time to waste. We need to find the inspector. Okay, we are at Scotland Yard. Where should we go? In here.
I hate the game that Flora was around the longest for so far, as someone who was there and present. She was Waluigi for the majority of it.
Yeah.
Welcome to Scotland Yard, headquarters of the London Police. How may I be of service to you?
We're here to see Inspector Chelmy. Will you please let him know we'd like to speak with him?
Unfortunately, the inspector is terribly busy right now. What's more, I have strict orders to issue this puzzle to all visitors. Okay.
A
A
dangerous
dangerous
place.
place.
In the recent years, the city has been suffering from an increase in accidents and crime. According to a survey, there's one place in the city where there is a higher average of injured people and deaths throughout the year. Where could it be? Circle the name and place. Is there a hospital? There's a hospital. It's hospital. It's hospital, right? That's where injured people go to die. Sorry,
Yes.
that was inappropriate, but like that's what it is.
Before I saw hospital, I was like, is it the crossroads? Because it's just like,
Yeah.
that's where the most people will convene.
Let's see if I've
It's in
got this
between
right.
like a fire station, a police station, and a
Well, that's settled.
church and a park.
I was hoping to use a hint coin, but no.
But
That's
no,
right.
that was pretty obvious. They had a hospital
They
there.
had a hospital. It's like, yeah, that's where you go.
That's correct, all right. Tremendous work as usual, Professor Layton. Oh, do you two know each other? Of course. That is, I know the professor. How could any self-respecting puzzle nut not know the name Layton? I'm a huge fan. I'm almost as big a fan as my chin is large.
I assume the puzzle I just solved was one of your own design.
You got me there. I just couldn't pass up the chance to have the Professor Layton solve my puzzle. I'll call ahead to let the inspector know you're coming. His office is just up those stairs on the second floor.
Thank you very much. I feel like
That
that guy should have
big.
given like a red herring or something in there to make you, because otherwise it was
Yeah,
just obvious. Oh, hey, buddy. Was I Barton?
you're Barton.
Nothing like a nice cup of tea to soothe the jangled nerves. Good day, Barton. Good day to you too, sir. Barton, we wish to have a few words with the inspector, but I don't see him here. I don't see him here either. I was led to believe he was here, in his office. Yes, he was. Then he got up and left. It was all very sudden. Said something about smelling a hat and the muttering of puzzles. I, too, am puzzled by his sudden disappearance.
We just got word that you were coming and then he ran away. Barton, I sincerely hope you're not spreading misinformation about me.
I just told... Oh, sorry.
I just told you that I needed to pop down the stairs to see the commissioner.
Ah, yes, you did say that, sir.
Use your ears, constable. You'll never move up in the force if you don't learn to listen.
Greetings,
But sir,
Inspector.
my ideal job is working directly under you this entire time. Apologies for not saying hello, Layton. What a surprise to see you. Welcome to my humble office.
Forgive the sudden intrusion, Inspector. I heard that you're leading the investigation on the Prime Minister's disappearance.
I am. And as it's you I'm speaking with, I'll be quite candid. The case has me completely baffled. Dozens of eyewitnesses, myself included, not one blasted lead to work with. Since you were there, I might as well hear your take on things. Have a seat.
I was questioned the day of the incident, but maybe our chat will uncover some new theories. Meep.
We've already established that you were there when the explosion occurred.
Yes, I certainly was.
We were like 2 tables away from each other. And you must believe, as I do, that there was no way anyone could have survived that blast. Not that quack stun gun, not his staff, and, oh, I hate to say it, not the Prime Minister. But what confounds me is that not a single trace of the lot remains.
What do you mean by that?
What I mean is we've canvassed the whole place and haven't found a thing related to the victims. No bodies, no clothing, no shoes, no guts, no viscera, not even a bone. Not even so much as a pocket watch or a ring. All we've discovered from the scene was 10 tons of scrap metal that used to be the machine. No people, though.
There were 8 of them, sir.
What? Did you say something just now, Constable?
There were 8 of them, sir. 8 people vanished.
Ah, yes. According to eyewitness reports, 8 people vanished from the scene. That group consisted of Stun Gun, a handful of his assistants, and the Prime Minister. 6. 6 assistants.
That's
Now,
a lot.
how... It really is. Do you think those are the lab coat people in the future? Anyway, now, how in the world do 8 people just vanish? It's like a blasted magic trick. Don't worry, Inspector. From what I've heard, the Prime Minister is still alive.
Luke, stop talking. Oh, thank you, Chalmley.
Young Luke. Be a good lad and keep quiet, all right?
Thank you, Chalmey. Yeah, Luke, don't.
We agree,
don't,
this one's...
Don't talk. Don't talk.
The adults are having a serious conversation here. If you're bored, why don't you and Barton go play in the hall?
Okay, well, here we are. Inspector, I assure you Luke isn't making this up. There's a very real possibility that Bill Hawks is alive.
What? Well, don't leave me here scratching my head like a fool. Explain, Layton.
Before I do, I must ask a favor of you first.
And what would that be?
Do you recall the explosion that occurred at the Polydimensional Research Institute 10 years ago?
What did you just say?
I'll take that as a yes. It is imperative that I see any and all case files on that incident.
You just might be onto something here, Layton. What do you know?
Nothing at the moment, but I have a suspicion that your current case and this old one are linked in some way.
I'd like to help, I really would. But those files are sealed and require top-level clearance. Even a high-ranking officer like myself would have trouble getting his hands on those.
I see. I had hoped a man of your status might have the influence necessary to acquire those documents. Unfortunately, it seems I may have hoped for too much. I'm sorry to have asked the impossible of you.
Nag him! Wait just a moment, Layton. I might be able to get you access to the case file.
Excellent. I would be extremely grateful for that.
Just one thing, though. These documents don't come for free. You have to do a puzzle. Want to hear everything you know and suspect about the Prime Minister's whereabouts, so that's...
Of course. Once I've seen the documents and I'm sure my theory is sound, every detail will be yours.
Barton, head down to the archive room and find those old files. Tell them you're there on my orders.
Right away, sir.
Those files can't leave the archive. You can read them there. Head downstairs past the lobby into the basement.
Much appreciated, Inspector. Okay, are there any puzzles in here? Okay, doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
Well, hello. Welcome to the archive. I've gathered all the files pertaining to the explosion. Thank you, Barton. Your hard work has saved us considerable time.
Ew, these documents are mildewy and covered in dust.
These files are off limits to most people. You're the first to touch them in a long time. I see. Why weren't they kept in, like, a temperature controlled place?
Why are these archives so damp?
Wet. Yeah, why is it so wet in here?
They're the archives. Shouldn't this be like the most controlled place in the station? Oh, it is. Oh. Oh no.
You should see Chelmey's office on a hot summer day.
We are in England. It rains a lot. Hand some of those over. I'll help you look through them. Where should I start?
I appreciate the offer, but I should handle these myself. They are top secret after all.
Of course, I understand. I wanted to know government secrets.
Oh, okay. Oh, there we are. So Luca's gonna do a puzzle for Barton to pass the time.
You know, it seems like the inspector is always yelling at you. Don't you ever get tired of it?
No, it's my kink. It's not so bad. Sure, he scolds me, but only when he has good reason to, which is often, unfortunately. I like to bumble around.
Oh,
I make a lot of mistakes, so I can Barton, stop talking to this child about it. I'm sorry, I made it perverse. I'm sorry. He's always telling me I lack insight in cases and don't pay attention, which is completely understandable. I just get distracted and then I make mistakes.
oh, chin up, Barton. Everyone makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. Heck, I make them all the time. I'm a child, though.
I goof up pretty bad sometimes. Why, just the other day I found myself in this most ridiculous predicament. Oh no.
Park the car.
Oh no. Oh no.
What?
Why
is
is it like this?
happening? You need to get your car into the parking spot marked by the flag in the middle of the grid below. As you can see, you can only enter the spot from one side. When you encounter an X, you must turn left or right. When you counter an O, you must continue going straight. Also, your car is a bit of a clunker and can't go in reverse. Draw a line from your car into the parking spot.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess that
That's
wouldn't
it.
work.
Yeah, that's a dead end. No.
Hmm.
Okay, you do have to go left first. Because right's just completely. You have to go. Keep going through the circle.
You're right.
Then you have to go there. Can't go right because that just takes you to that. What
Well,
if you
it didn't say
go
I couldn't cross
left?
things. So yeah, I can go
Yeah,
this
you can
way.
do that. But then go up.
Yeah.
No, go back. Go right, left, and then left.
There we go.
Here's my answer.
That was a process.
Do you know what it made my
No
brain
puzzle
think
can
of?
stop Layton's
What?
apprentice.
Ice puzzles in Pokemon games.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Nice driving.
Wonderful work, Luke. I bet you never give the professor any cause to yell at you.
Well, he's not really the yelling type. But it's true that I never let a puzzle go unsolved. Got his reputation to protect.
Oh dear, I never considered the possibility that my goof-ups would harm the inspector's reputation.
Oh, don't worry, Barton. What's most important is you try your best.
If only I could convince the inspectors to see things that way. Luke, come here. I think I found what we came for.
What is it, Professor?
That file yielded some very valuable information, Luke.
What exactly did you find out, Professor?
Let's just say I'm very confident that the Prime Minister's still alive. However, the only way to save him is to travel to the other London where he's being held.
Think he might be trapped in the future?
Perhaps. Let's bring this discussion to the inspector.
I mean, weren't you explicitly told that he is? Didn't future Luke, tell you that? Future Luke's buddy?
I'm not saying anything.
Pretty sure that they were told that. Well, Layton, did your investigation bear any fruit?
It did indeed. To start, allow me a few questions. Inspector, were you involved in the investigation into the explosion at the Institute 10 years ago?
Yes, I was there. Ages ago it was. I remember I had just been promoted to assistant inspector.
I see. And do you remember the names of the scientists thought to have caused the explosion?
Let me think. It's coming back to me. One's man was Allen, Dimitri Allen. That's gonna be stun gun.
Weren't there two scientists implicated? Do you remember the second scientist's name?
It was quite a long time ago, you know.
I see you're having some difficulty remembering.
Hmm.
Well then, what about the victims? Do you remember much about them?
The explosion caused substantial damage to the area and destroyed the neighboring apartment complex. One of the lab assistants perished in the explosion, as did several tenants in the building next door. Strangely enough, though, I think both the scientists involved in the experiment survived.
That was very informative, Inspector.
Good, because I've got a few questions of you now. How do you think this old case relates to my current one?
This is just a theory, but I think the Prime Minister is being held somewhere beyond the influence of Scotland Yard.
Do you mean to say he's being held captive in another country?
You may find what I'm about to tell you hard to believe. But I think
He sure will.
Bill Hawks is being held captive in the future.
This is your idea of a joke. I'm not laughing.
I can understand your skepticism. Thank you for all your help today, Inspector. Should I learn anything else about the Prime Minister's whereabouts, you will be among the first to know. Come, Luke, let's be off.
Oh, wait right there. We had a deal. Surely you've got more than that far-fetched theory.
Inspector, I've told you as much as I know at the moment. Now, please excuse us. All right. Off we go.
Yeah. Just to reiterate for anyone who might be watching for the first time, uh, Phantom has played this game. I
Yes.
have not. Anything that I'm spouting out is me making guesses,
And yeah, reacting to what's happening on screen.
which I do a lot during mysteries. And if you don't like that,
Leave.
I'm not sorry.
Now that we got what we came for, let's go back to the clock shop. Cog's waiting for us.
Okay, Professor. Oh,
Um,
dang, is that Flora sprinting at us right now? Quickly, on the bus!
she can't be faster than a moving vehicle.
She's screaming that she wants to be a character.
That she has depth and intrigue, hopes and dreams.
Ah, it's you again. Where are you heading now, small fry? I actually think you were this guy. Anyway,
Fine.
I can't say it's a secret. Well, I was going to offer you a puzzle, but you look like you're in a hurry, so forget about it. What's that? You've got a puzzle that needs solving? Oh, I've got your attention now, don't I?
This is kind of
The
like Yu-Gi-Oh.
checkerboard. Hmm?
This is kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh, where it's like it's just normal for everything to just be dealt with the dual monsters,
Yep.
thing. Alright. There are 3 sheets of transparent plastic with different patterns painted on them. If you layer them correctly, a checkerboard pattern appears. The order in which you layer them is important, and you can't flip or rotate the sheets. Well, that makes
Okay.
it very easy. Which sheet goes on the very bottom, A, B, or C? Um,
Oh, which one goes on the bottom?
yeah, it'd be either A or B, because C has the yellow on
Mhm.
top. Oh, it would be B, wouldn't it? Because B
I
has 2
think.
yellows in the corners. I'm looking at the top
Yeah.
corner. I think that would be right. And then the blue covers, and then the yellow goes there.
Yeah, I think it's B.
Yeah.
How about this?
I'm too good at puzzles. I don't need hit coins.
But we love to collect them.
I do love it. And it makes a good sound in my ears.
Splendiferous job.
Splendiferous. Yeah, that's where we're going, Luke.
I suppose we have to head back to the future London now, huh?
What's the matter, Luke? Are you scared of traveling through time again?
No, I'm scared of what Flora will do when we get back here. Yes, I mean, no. As long as I don't have to do it alone.
Of course not. I'll be right here with you.
First on the agenda is heading to Chinatown to meet the future Professor Layton, right?
That's right. And if my guess is correct, we'll find the Prime Minister there as well.
Do you think we'll run into trouble along the way?
I don't know, maybe they'll write Flora in as like an adult who's causing them problems. Considering the warm
Maybe.
welcome we received from the family at the casino, I'd say anything's possible. Luke, there's no telling what kind of dangers await us in the future. Maybe it would be best for you to remain here in our time.
What kind of apprentice would I be if I let you face danger all alone? Of course I'm going to. You can't leave me here like Flora.
I'm your assistant, not your daughter. Not your son.
I'm your ward. That means you have to take me with you. I'm like Robin.
Chapter 6, Traveling Companions. By the way, where were we on our mysteries? Missing leader, which we're in Future Layton, so we're probably going to be figuring that out soon.
Dr. Stun Gun.
And Dr. Sungun, Mystery Woman, since we assume that
And-
they are related. Oh, probably. And then wet clothes.
Wet clothes.
Wet clothes. All these scientists
the
have wet
people
clothes.
in the- Yes, the probably, 6 people in white lab coats
Stashin!
and white
I'm drawing
clothes.
hearts around his face. I love Stashin.
Yes.
He's so good. Kit, kit, kit. Alright, what mischief did you two get yourselves into?
Excuse me, I have no idea what you're talking about.
No point playing innocent boy. Old Stashin Scarfin knows more than you think. Kit, kit, kit. They might have slightly obscured, but I do have eyes, you know. And these eyes can see that the law's right on your tail.
I don't follow.
Say no more, boy. Just know that I'm always on your side. If you call me, I'll come running. Kick, kick, kick.
Thanks, I guess.
Well, we ought to be off now, Luke. I have a feeling that things are about to get interesting. So, is there no other puzzles just around? Luke, do you remember the secret knock? Big. Okay, yeah. Yeah,
Of course.
do the knock. Come on! Welcome back, Professor. Sorry to keep you waiting. Where is Cog, by the way? Same place as always, in the back, tinkering with that clock. Tee-hoo!
Welcome back, you two. I take it you found the information.
We did. Hopefully, Luke's not tired of waiting for us back in the future.
Yes, we mustn't keep young sir waiting. Young sir? Oh, did I just call Luke sir? Sorry, it's an old habit from being in the service industry. My mind's just not as sharp as it used to be, you know? I make mistakes like that often, Someone's at the door. Is it the law? Yep.
You can't just force your way in onto private property. It's illegal, not to mention ungentlemanly.
Madam, I'm no gentleman. I'm an officer of the law. Well, and I'm here on an important investigation. What's Inspector Chelmy doing here?
He's mad that you got secret files and he got diddly squat. You tailed us, didn't you, Inspector? Be that
One
as
moment.
it may, Spring is right. Forcing your way in here is quite rude.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Banned.
Oh! Message deleted!
Yeah. We're not interested in cheap viewers.
Yeah, no.
Anyway.
We just want free ones.
Yeah. Say what you will, Layton. The fact remains that our Prime Minister is missing. I have to crash a few parties to find him. That's how it has to be. And I'll keep crashing them until you lay your cards on the table, Layton. All of them.
I can't believe you, Professor! And you too, Luke!
Flora!
You two ran off and left me on my own again, and after I made you those nice cucumber sandwiches.
She really wasn't that much slower than the boss, was she?
Flora, please try to understand. We just didn't want to put you in a dangerous situation. I don't buy it! The real reason you won't take me is because you think I'll get in the way!
Now that's not it at all.
It's just the
That's
writer's...
the writer's
It's
idea.
the writer's fault! Flora, you have to understand. You could be put in harm's way. It's for your safety that I don't know anyone else in this town. What am I supposed to do when you two run off? Stare at a wall? Oh, now that's really fun. And by really fun, I mean not fun at all.
Luke is 12. I'm 16. He's in so much more danger. When you put it that way, I can see where you're coming from.
Now, Luke, listen here.
You know, Layton, I think the girl has a point. You may be leaving her behind out of concern. That doesn't mean much if it upsets her so.
Inspector, you too?
Yeah, sorry to butt in, but we've got to get this show on the road. We can't keep Luke waiting any longer. I have to start her up now.
But there are several people here who have nothing to do with the matter at hand.
As far as I'm concerned, the more people we've got, the merrier.
That's ridiculous. I beg you to reconsider.
Sorry, Professor, we've got to go. Hold on, everyone. Hold on for what? What for? Yeah, I'm gonna do a little Deus Ex Machina for a moment. Yeah. Flora's part of the story. Ha Okay, end of the line. Everyone out. What in the world just happened? My stomach's doing backflips again. What was that?
Step outside and see for yourself, Inspector. That should serve as sufficient explanation.
It didn't for you, Layton.
Yeah, I was like gonna say, it's like you literally were like, I don't
took you,
understand what's going
like-
on for like hours.
You were here for so long. With so many things hitting you over the head. I don't know what you're getting at, but fine. Barton, let's step outside.
Just a moment, sir. I'm feeling a touch queasy. Actually, make that quite queasy.
Pull yourself together, Constable. We're going out.
Please don't jostle me. I'm feeling a bit green.
Are you okay, Flora?
I think I'm just gonna sit here and not move for a few hours so you can leave without me now.
God damn it.
It was a rather shaky trip, and you are a girl.
I'll say, time travel really takes it out of you.
I'm a bit dizzy. I'm just gonna
God.
faint. I'm just gonna
damn
faint.
it. Oh
Yeah.
no, someone catch her.
Well, she's not even visible here. Well, she is in our.
She's in the top.
She's
in.
here.
She'll talk
Maybe.
probably as much as the parrot does.
Do you have any? Spring, did you happen to see where the inspector and the constable went off to? They ran out the front door. They're in for a real surprise at the tee-hee-hoo.
Layton, you couldn't have. Okay, they
They're
didn't
just
go
right
far.
here.
Layton, what's all this? What happened to London?
We're still in London, Inspector. We've just been transported 10 years into the future.
But that's impossible, isn't it? Or is it possible, Layton? You're the professor.
One thing is for certain. We're no longer in the London we knew.
Well, there will be time for debate once my work is done. I seem to recall you saying something about the Prime Minister being trapped in the future, yes?
Yes. I'm by no means certain, but it remains a definite possibility.
Well then, what are we standing around here for? Hunt is on, Barton. We're off to find the Prime Minister.
You know, Inspector, we may have better luck tracking him down if we work together on this case.
That's enough from you, Layton. The fact remains that you're a civilian. I'll handle this on my own. Barton, you can't talk any sense into him. Are you feeling any better, Barton?
Yes. No. Yes. Where am I?
You're in the future. This is London 10 years in the future, Barton.
Oh my.
No need to fret, Barton. Everything is fine.
Don't worry about me, lad. The inspector is here. You and your friends are safe. We'll be fine.
Exactly. Because the professor's here.
Alright, well, anyway, we're gonna move along.
Where's the other Luke, Professor?
Now that you mention it, we never decided on a meeting place. Perhaps it's time to pay Shipley a visit.
Of course. He can get us in touch with Big Luke. Shall we head over to the arcade restaurant then?
Oh, Stashin! Kick.
10 years in and he hasn't aged a day.
Well, look who's back.
Mr. Stachenskoffen.
The one and only. And who's your feathered friend there?
Oh, you mean Todd?
God, we named him Todd.
I didn't.
Nice to meet you. Kick. Nice to meet you too, bud. Say, seeing as how you're a dependable bunch, I've got a favor to ask. Lately, I can't get enough mushrooms. Especially this little red, delectable variety. That's where you come in. I'd like you to seek out one of those fine fungi and bring it round to me.
A little delectable red mushroom. I haven't a clue where we can pick up one of those.
Alright? Todd knows. Todd will go grab it. Yeah, now that's the kind of can-do attitude I like, bud. But are you really up to the task?
Todd's no regular bird. This should be a snap for him.
Oh.
Oh.
Cool. We're like chapter 6. How many chapters are there?
Mm.
Okay, well, whatever. He's got a deliver request. Come on, how hard can it be to get one using a mushroom? Okay, sure. I guess we'll have him do that then.
13.
Oh no, it's a minigame!
There are 13 chapters.
Okay. Ropes can't intersect. Great, okay, cool. Right, yep, keep talking. Okay, I'll do stations. Where I give him this very poisonous mushroom.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, let's try. I want to see where that goes. Okay, yeah, I was like, that's not correct.
Ah. Maybe just hit clear.
Oh, thank you. That would be wrong as well. Like, wait, how do I do this?
I mean, what if just a straight one?
What? Oh, this. Yeah, they would make that easy, wouldn't they?
Is the first one.
Yeah. So
Is
let me
gonna
start.
be an easy. Bang. Bang.
What?
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's get rid of this.
Instead
I
of
think
that one,
this
maybe
is
that
correct.
little one at the bottom.
Yeah, like that.
Oh, I was talking about the super little one, but maybe. The bigger is probably a good idea.
Apparently
Maybe
not.
the really little one?
Yeah, okay. We'll try that.
Because anything that's diagonal seems to have a lot of force to it. Huh. Okay. What if the first one goes in the first place?
Yep.
The second one is where you're currently hovering, that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then the little one? Maybe?
Okay. Let's try
I don't
it.
know.
And this one doesn't take hint coins. There we go. We did it. We gave him a very poisonous mushroom.
Exceedingly poisonous mushroom.
I knew you were just a fellow for the job. Just perfect specimen. Right? Specimen? Okay, anyway. Great.
Ah,
Yeah. And you stash in your lucky, I did that for you. Oh, I forgot about that we had this car thing. Got this as well. Whatever this is about. Okay, stop talking. I don't care about how to play the game. I've got a bunch of courses. Anyway, I'm not gonna play it. There's also a picture. There's so much stuff. I'm gonna save really quick.
probably a good idea.
Oh, we can have up to 52 hint coins now. I
Oh,
guess
nice.
we've been in a space where there were 2 more hint coins and I didn't pick them up. That's probably what it is.
I mean, I think it's the amount that you have picked up compared to the amount you have left. Because I think we've used 4 hint coins at this point.
That makes sense. Meet Shipley at the restaurant.
Shipley.
Shipley?
Shibla.
I just remembered something. It's a puzzle.
It's Flora. She's unconscious.
Yeah, she's unconscious and we're carrying her
She's
body.
being carried by Todd. What's that, Professor?
We've neglected to explain the situation to Flora.
You're right. It completely slipped my mind
That's
while we were carrying her.
No worries. I'm just happy
She's
to
awake.
be along for the ride and not, left behind as usual. Be that as it may, I think an explanation is in order. Let's stop by the hotel for a quick chat. Oh! Layton.
Okay, Professor.
Layton. Don't you dare. Don't you dare leave her. Okay, let's
I don't care if the girl there and the grandmother are gonna be cool and hang out with Flora.
Well,
Don't
it sure
do
is
it.
nice today, don't you think? This is just
Sure, it's not bad.
blah blah blah.
Free cookies.
Cookie conundrum. There are 15 cookies to share amongst a large group. The first person eats 1 cookie, then passes 2 equal portions of the leftover cookies to the other people. They both eat a cookie, then pass 2 equal portions of their remaining cookies to 2 other people, and so on until all the cookies are gone. It takes 1 minute to eat a cookie, and ignoring the time it takes to pass them. What's the shortest amount of time it could take for all the cookies to be eaten? Okay, so there's 15.
Okay.
So there's 15.
15. 1 gets eaten.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why I did
That gets
did it
split
like
into
this.
2.
So, yeah, 15.
15 becomes 14.
Yeah, I
And
guess
then
that's
it's
just
split into 2 sets of 7. And then
6.
1 is eaten from each of those.
6.
Those are split to 3.
Wait,
So we're currently at 2 minutes
yeah.
because the cookies are being eaten concurrently.
Uh-huh.
And if they're not, that's insane. And then for the 3s, we have another minute. So that's 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
The 3s are each given
Oh.
out to 1 person.
Whoa, hold on. Yeah, no. No, 6, they're each eaten, so they're down
Yeah.
to 2.
They're eaten, and then the 2, and then they're given out to individuals,
Yeah.
which would be another minute, so 4. And if it's not 4 minutes, I'm going to
Yeah. No,
cry.
it's 4 minutes. You were
It
correct.
better be.
Do you like that zero I drew that looks like a butt?
It's a butt.
It's a butt.
This one's as good as solved.
Yeah, see, it's 4 minutes.
Okay.
I knew it.
Because if they were like, oh no, you eat the cookie first.
Cookies
Wow.
always taste so much better when you share them with somebody, don't you think?
Completely.
Glad you think so too. Oh wait, I should not talk to that guy.
That's a family member. Layton, you better not.
I'd be so mad. Let's just let her sleep. I'm sorry, but only registered guests are permitted to enter that area. My name's Flora. I'm a guest of the professor's and Luke's. Well, sort of. Actually, what really happened is I followed them here because they ran off without me. They're always doing that, and to be honest, it really hurts my feelings, and oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to take up your time chattering so much.
Sorry to trauma dump, we just met. Flora, what on earth are you going on about?
The truth, Luke! Don't mind her, Becky. Flora can be a bit awkward around new people. You see, she was never around people. She was around robots. And her
The
mother
first
died when she was
15
very young.
years.
And now I'm her father, and I just
Because
leave
I
her
solve
at home
puzzles good.
constantly.
I'm
Anyway.
very neglectful.
I would
To
never,
her, never to Luke.
I would never pry into a guest's personal affairs. That's against hotel policy. I'll be off now. Have yourselves a pleasant day.
I hope Becky doesn't look down on us running out on Flora. She does.
Okay. Oh, we still need to go up into the room. Great.
You have to have a chat.
Oh, right, we're having a chat. What a charming room.
This is where you'll be for the rest.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm glad you like it, Flora. We'll be sure to get you one of your very own later. Does she not have a room? Or do you mean
Not
like
yet.
at the hotel?
At the hotel.
Oh, no need for that. I'm happy to stay in this one with you two. We'll just put up a screen. Luke, you're the smallest, so you can sleep in that chair or there. Then I can take one of the beds, and the professor can take the other bed.
That's ridiculous. I'm way too big to fold myself up into a chair.
We can discuss this issue more later. For now, let's try to bring you up to speed, Flora. Alright, so what's the skinny? Right, now, we are in a town that looks very much like London, but is fundamentally different. Make no mistake, this city is a far more dangerous place than our London. How so? You never let me out of the
That's
house,
you.
so I don't know what regular London is like.
Is it as dangerous as Robot Town?
Yeah.
What he's trying to say is that we've traveled through time. This is London 10 years in the future.
What? We're currently working with a young man who identifies himself as Luke. According to him, in the 10 years between his time and ours, I become a rather unsavory individual. And here in the future, I rule over the city with an iron fist. This young man is working with us to try and stop my evil future self. Wow, that's an awfully complicated story. Did you follow all of it? Yes, I think so.
3 sentences?
Yeah, it's like, we're in the future, you are evil in the future, and Luke is also here. Great. What about me? Where am I?
Can you imagine the professor as a crime boss? This is something I've just got to see.
Oh, I would love to see it too. Oh, I just thought of something.
What's up? What if I stayed here?
If both
No.
you and the professor have counterparts here, I should too, right?
Sure, I don't see why not.
Unless something tragic happened in the last 10 years. But you haven't seen future Flora here.
Nope, not yet anyway.
But didn't it strike you as strange that you hadn't seen me?
We had a lot going on since we came here, and we really haven't had much time.
I guess I just thought the two of you would have been more concerned about my well-being in the future. Maybe, more concerned than you currently are. There, dear, don't get upset now. What do you say we brighten up those spirits with a trip to one of the best restaurants in the city? Oh, that sounds wonderful! Let's go!
Ooh, nice save, Professor.
Yay, Flora's actually here and gets to go on an adventure!
What? No.
Hey! Dean Delmona!
Oh, fancy seeing you here. So, have you been well?
Yes, thank you. You're looking quite well yourself. Spry, even.
Oh, heavens, this old man's growing older by the day. One look ahead tell you that.
Ah, yes. I thought something was different about you.
Some people say silver hair makes men look distinguished, but I was partial to my brown hair. You know, Herschel, London's full of people quick to sully your name, and I don't believe one of them. That's quite a shock, Professor. We saw the Dean only hours ago, yet he's aged a full 10. Luke!
Has he? Has he?
Luke.
He didn't look much different.
The only thing that's changed is the hair color, and it's messier.
Yes, time certainly appears to have left its mark on the Dean.
Is something the matter?
Not at all. I just need a moment to think. Let's be on our way.
Why is the Dean randomly here?
Yeah, that's suspicious and weird. Do you have a puzzle for me, child? Ding, ding, ding. Who's that adorable girl you're with?
Hmm? Oh, you mean Flora?
Ding, ding, ding. That's correct. She sure has a pretty name. You've got to introduce her to me. Who's this? Hi there. Are you one of Luke's friends? It's nice to meet you. Ding, ding, ding. Yep, Luke and I go way back. We're old pals. Anyway, you have yourself a lovely, lovely day, Flora.
Funny. I didn't realize you thought so much of me, Max.
Okay, well. Welcome. Was this you? With the
I have
mustache?
no idea.
I don't know, some guy.
Welcome to London's most delicious destination. I hope you brought your appetites. Not to mention your thinking caps. I've heard you have a real knack for solving puzzles. You were able to figure out my one-digit code to my back door.
I suppose you could say that. Why do you bring it up, sir?
See, I ordered a few number plates for use in the back, but the company made a mistake.
Oh, are they all backwards? The number plates you ordered have finally arrived, but wait a second, oh misfortune. The manufacturer painted all the numbers on backward by mistake. You'd like to use them as soon as possible, but it will take quite a while to fix each and every plate. To save time, the manufacturer would like you to make do with the plates that you can use as is and only send back the ones that must be fixed. Check off only plates you can't use.
Pretty sure the only one that can't be used is the 7.
Oh yeah, because I guess the 4 could
Because
be
all of
turned.
these can be rotated to be correct.
Yeah. Alright.
And the 7 just looks messed up.
Alright, well let's do
I
that.
think the rest of these are 5 because the 2 and the 5 are literally just
A 2 and a 5.
flip it around
Yeah.
and you're good.
Yeah, the 6 and the 9s as well.
The 8's an 8, the 1's a 1, the 0's a 0, the 3 you can just turn it, and then the 4 you can
Yeah.
just 90 degree that thing.
Feeling about this one.
No? Okay, there's something
What?
else.
Well, if
I
it's just you
think
don't succeed,
Is the 7 fine? Can you also turn the 7?
I mean, you could probably turn the 7. I mean, yeah, the 7, like the 4, just could kind of just be turned
Yeah, I guess so. I
part
guess I
way.
was biased against it because it just looks weird.
It does. It's the one that looks weird. Okay, let's not mark any and see what happens.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Oh, nope.
I was sure
I
my logic was
disagree
sound.
with your
Are you sure you're using
assessment,
all the
Layton.
plates you can and only marking the ones you absolutely cannot?
Do we want to use a hint coin?
Yeah, let's use them in coins. Because the 6 and the 9. I think the 6 and the 9 actually can't be used because they're backwards. Even if you turn them around, they'll still be an issue. So they'll just be the other number but backwards. Right?
Maybe?
Here, let's use a hint coin and then we'll try that. The 0 and the 1 can be used as is. Oh, thanks. Well, since we
Hint
got
1
so
is
many,
always useless.
you can
Except for the one time it
also
wasn't.
use the 8 as is. The 2 and the 5 look really similar too. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do the 6, 9.
Does it think that you can't
Let's
use the
review the
4?
No, you can use the 4.
No, it is the 6 and 9.
Yeah, because again, they're backwards. And normally for those, you have to like flip them. Everything else you can turn. The 6 and the 9 definitely won't work. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Looks like I asked the right man for help. Thank you, sir. I won't forget this. Believe me, there will be more than a little extra gravy on the next pie you order here.
But I want to order an apple pie.
Oh, get ready for the gravy.
Greetings, Shipley.
Excellent timing, Professor. I just received a message for you from Luke. He would like you to go to the observatory in the park north of here. See that you're not followed.
This park is the one on the road that joins Flatstone Street with Midland Road, correct?
That's the one. Luke will be there waiting for you. Why do we need to make sure we're not being followed?
It sounds like someone out there may be monitoring our movements. Flora, are you paying attention to what's being said? This is very important. Of course I'm listening. Moving around in a group of 3 will make us more conspicuous. I know you don't want to be left alone, but I think it would be best if you waited for us at the hotel. As soon as we're done talking to the other, Luke will come get you. No, I'm coming with you. That's right, Flora.
Correct.
Now, Flora.
Oh, come on, Professor. Let her come along. We'll do our best to be stealthy on our way to the park. Even Luke is against you on this, Layton.
I don't know about this.
It'll be fine. Besides, it might be more dangerous to leave Flora all by herself.
I
Exactly.
suppose you might have a point. Where we're heading could lead us into some very dangerous situations. Are you sure you want to come along with us? Of course I do. I'm not scared.
Well, that settles it. Let's get moving.
Sorry, Luke, but we've got no choice but to put our dinner plans on hold again.
I understand, Professor. No one wants to eat more than I do, but we shouldn't keep Luke waiting.
Well then, what are we waiting for? Off we go!
And notice how Flora doesn't need to make, gratuitous comments about, oh, which Luke are you talking about? You there, with the shady expression. Look me in the eyes when I talk to you.
I'm reading here. Why don't you buzz off?
Listen, hooligan, I'm acting under the authority of Scotland Yard. I demand that you comply with my investigation. He doesn't know that cops aren't a thing now.
Scotland Yard? Pff, big deal. It's been years since the police had any power in this town.
No power, you say? You'd do well to take a close look at the fellow before you. Very sight of these fists sends thugs running for the hills.
Whoa there, buddy. Settle down. Somebody help me. This weirdo's getting too close for comfort.
Inspector, calm yourself. Ah, Luke. Not now, lad. I'm putting the screws to this dubious fellow here.
Inspector, please. I can vouch for this man. He's an ordinary citizen.
Oh, so he's a friend of yours, like. Should have said so earlier. You're off the hook, newspaper boy, but listen well, because I'll say this only once.
Thanks, I'm listening.
The soul of Scotland Yard and what it stands for is immortal, even in a corrupt pit of depravity like this. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got an investigation to attend to. Good day, Layton.
Ew. Thanks for saving me from that loon. What was all that gibberish about Scotland Yard?
Oh, the inspector doesn't mean any harm, just tends to get a little worked up.
Alright.
Well, the inspector's not gonna follow us. He's too busy being his own guy.
Okay.
Breeze today.
Yeah.
How's that guy again? I can't seem to open the door to the observatory.
Is that so? It appears that a puzzle is locking this door.
I guess you're right.
Worry not, Luke. I'll solve this puzzle and have us through the door before you know it. Gravity maze.
Okay. It's one of these.
Okay.
You did it.
I just spun in a circle. I was like, well, let me try to get the blue one in. And that was the correct thing to do, apparently.
You just picked the correct first direction.
How many moves did it take you? In 5 moves. I think it was about 5, wasn't it?
I think it was 4.
That did it, Luke. The lock is disabled.
The door is open.
There he is.
Do you know what I don't particularly like about future Luke?
What?
Young Luke's hat and jacket match. Future Luke's don't. It matches his tie,
Yeah.
but the jacket is a different color.
Yeah, it's like he's trying to hold on to his youth, but like couldn't find the right garment and just has to deal with what he has.
Yeah, which I mean, considering the future that he's in, that's fair. Thank you for meeting me here. I know it's a bit out of the way. I wanted to make sure you weren't followed, and this place afforded me the best view to do that. Have you made any progress in your investigation?
We've encountered some unexpected turns, but on the whole, it's going well. I can't believe I'm meeting Luke from the future.
Eh? Oh, Flora, it's you. I didn't recognize you there for a moment. You'll have to excuse me, this is all a bit unexpected.
We didn't take you on adventures. What are you doing here? It's nice to know that some things never change. I see you're still easily flustered.
You're one to talk, as I recall, you're pretty easily flustered yourself. But it's good to see you. You look well.
Yes, Flora would be one of the unexpected turns in question. Inspector Chelmy and Barton are here as well.
Well, I'm not too surprised by the inspector's arrival. The Man lives for police work.
Are you saying you expected him to tail us back here?
Expected? No, but I acknowledged it as a possibility. Enough chatter for now. We need to discuss how we're going to get into Chinatown. We haven't a chance of getting through unless we get those guards to leave the gate.
And you've found a way to lure them away, haven't you?
Yes, see, the guards don't hang around the area all the time. They only man their positions there when Layton tells them to.
In other words, my future self has some reason to post watchmen in the area.
I confess that could be my fault. I've been doing a lot of reconnaissance in the area and may have been spotted. Anyway, the crucial point to take away is that the guards will leave their post if their boss says so.
I understand, but how do we get my future self to issue that order?
Luckily, Layton almost never interacts directly with his low-level grunts. Instead, he has his lieutenant, Bostro, give out the orders. I'm sure you remember him. He was that giant thug giving orders at the casino.
Yes, I know who you're talking about.
The one with the lobotomy scar. If the thugs by the gate hear Bostro tell them to get lost, I'm sure they'll abandon their posts. Then all we need to do is record Bostro's voice and play it back for the guards. Well done, little Luke. But have you figured out how to reproduce Bostro's voice? Well, we have a parrot. I seem to remember you picking up a new friend near the river who boasts impressive vocal talents. Of course! Todd, we have to get him to mimic Bostro's voice. That's the idea, but how do we get Todd to learn how to say get lost in Bostro's voice?
That could prove quite difficult.
Nah, get lost is something of a catchphrase for Bostro. He's always yelling it. Spent quite a few afternoons spying on the man. He uses it at least a dozen times a day. And that's not a very nice thing to say. Well, he's not a very nice fellow, as you may have noticed. He did tell people to open fire on you. That catchphrase is our ticket into Chinatown. We should start looking for him immediately.
Alright, Bostro's likely somewhere in the vicinity of the casino. Heading back to that area is a dangerous move, but we should start our search for him there. Saving our progress. Chinatown. Oh, we missed 3.
That's fine.
Yeah.
We'll say,
Mm-hmm.
if we don't get to meet future Flora, I'm gonna fight this game.
We don't meet future Flora. I can tell you 100%. Don't get your hopes up. She's not in this game.
What the fuck? Why?
You'll find out. Just play the game.
Is she at least off on her own adventures?
Just
That's my hope.
let's play the game.
Look, there's Bostro. Yes, I'd recognize that white pinstripe suit anywhere. Quick, everyone, hide. You're supposed to be on guard duty, you clown. Stop goofing off.
Oh, I wasn't goofing off, Bostro. I was just...
Guy, you know the only thing I is a loafer who makes excuses.
But
Ain't no buts about it. That attitude is what keeps you a grunt in this here organization. You know what? You're finished here. Family don't need no clowns like you. Get lost, you clown.
aw, come on, Bostro. Don't kick me out. Where will I go?
Hey, did you hear that? Oh, that was future Luke.
Yes,
Whatever.
I heard get lost loud and clear. What about Todd? Did he manage to pick it up?
Did you hear what that big man said, Todd?
Quack! Get lost.
It's uncanny how much he sounds like Bostro.
Get lost.
A performance like that is sure to fool those two guards at the gate. Let's head to Chinatown.
Quack!
You know this statue here, Luke? Hmm? Oh, the one with the man that looks like the professor. Sure. Seeing it kind of got me thinking about, the future. It's the only thing around here that makes me think about that. And one thing that occurred to me is that you know how everything is going to turn out, don't you? I mean, you're me, so you already went through this scenario 10 years ago, right? Well, in a way, yes, but I can't tell you what's going to happen from here on out. You see, if you had that knowledge, it could alter the course of history. Some of the things that are supposed to happen might not happen at all. Time travel has changed the way events unfold here, and look at the mess it's made. We wouldn't want to add to that chaos, would we? I guess I never thought about it that way. So this is a closed loop. This loop resolves. It has been confirmed. This is not future Luke has made this loop. He has memories of these events. That's good for me to know. Anyway, what's more, knowing about your future self could actually change who you become. And just to complicate things further, it's probably worth noting that technically you aren't me. I'm not? Then who am I? That's a tough question. Meeting has changed much, or maybe he didn't? Now I'm confused. Anyway, our meeting has changed much for both of us. Only the past is certain. Therefore, I was you in the past, but you may not be me in the future. You follow? I think I do? But time travel sure is complicated.
Hey, dude.
Yeah, that guy.
You got a puzzle for me? All men face trials in life, but it's the real man who persevere in spite of them. When tragedy rears its ugly head, a real man knows how to deal with it gracefully. Here's a puzzle to prepare you for the day when you must deal with your own hardships.
The inheritance.
4 siblings inherited a large plot of land. They each built their house in their favorite spot without thinking about how to best divide up the rest. They've decided that the fair solution is to split the land into 4 equally shaped 6 square portions that include each house. Also, each portion must touch, but not include the well in the center. Based on their decision, which sibling's property will include the star. Circle house A, B, or C and tap to submit.
What? Y'all built entire houses without thinking about this.
Yep. Let's
Why?
see. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6.
They do
1,
not
2,
include the well.
3, 4, 5, 6. Says it doesn't include the well.
Yeah, touch but does not include. Also, C doesn't need to
You're right, C
touch it
doesn't
again.
need to. So wait, okay, so okay. Well then A definitely needs to. One, two, three, 4, 5. There we go. C is just that. Six. Doesn't work.
Because then B is trapped in.
Yeah, but then A still needs to reach it. Okay, I'm gonna do it.
So C might not be the top.
Use the memo function to try different ways of dividing up. Remember, all 4 portions
hate
need to have
you.
the same 6.
I
Yeah,
hate you.
don't just repeat literally what it says up here.
It did remind us that they all have to be the same shape.
Okay. Even though the 4 portions are all need to be the same shape, the houses can be located anywhere within each sibling's property. What?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, they're just saying it doesn't need to be like at the top of the T or the bottom of the T. Each
Yeah.
portion is kind of shaped like a T. Okay. Hold on. Sorry. You already saw. Okay, so all of it is shaped like a T. So we were right. This is correct. Which means this is correct. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
But then they're different shapes.
I mean, it said,
I don't think C is correct.
but they're supposed to be shaped like a T.
Kind of like a T.
Yeah, it's kind of like a T.
Yeah, but no other one can be like that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
But they're not the same shape.
I understand. Calm down. It's fine.
Eh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe it's like this. And then.
But then how do A and B do that?
What?
A and B can't do that.
Why not?
Because they don't have 5 spaces that they can go across.
Okay. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6.
And I don't think A can match with that one.
Oh, there's another one I can do? Hold on. Each portion is kind of shaped like a T. Kind of. So it doesn't need to be a
Yes.
perfect T. It's not
Yes.
B or C. I think
So
it's
it's
D.
A or D.
I think it's D. I think it's D.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Oh, okay, it's A.
It was A.
Okay, we'll just see what it is. Sorry.
I must have overlooked something.
Eh. It's a weird one.
It's a weird one. Okay. There.
Let's see if I've got this.
I hope
right.
they show us what it's supposed to look like then. I'm
They're
gonna.
definitely
Few
going
things
to.
satisfy like a puzzle solved.
Gotcha.
So it is similar to what I was thinking. It's
Just
just
not fully
it's kind
going
of like a
across.
T.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it can't go full across.
All right. Anyway, do you have one for us?
Oh, so bored.
Yeah, he's just bored and he wants to give us a puzzle. Okay.
Arrange all the tunnel segments to create a tunnel that leads from the entrance to the exit. Tap a segment to switch between a straight and curved piece. Grab the edge of a segment to slide it in a circle to rotate it. The green segments are already finished, so you can't change them.
Okay, I'm done.
You will need to
There
use
we go.
every segment to complete the tunnel.
Oh. The actual mechanic for this is kind of annoying. I'm trying to
Yes.
turn it and it's not letting me. There we go.
There we go. Hey, game, you didn't have to make it so they all have to be turned. Hooray, that one didn't have to turn. Hooray. Hurrah, hooroo.
There we go.
Hooray. Oh.
There we go.
It's doing this on purpose.
Definitely. Down. It has to go down.
Oh.
I mean, this one is just, yeah, just like going through it and being like, okay, how do the green ones connect then?
Hmm.
Okay, there we go. Done.
Yeah.
How about this? Phew, that's a relief.
If for some reason that didn't work, I was gonna quit.
Agreed.
Okay.
Oh, Graham.
Yep, okay, he's just, yeah. He's
The
just
most
talking.
handsome man in London.
Oh. It's him!
It's the man.
Okay, speak.
Salutations, mine amigo. I'm afraid I'm a bit lost.
Hello there, Pavel. Fancy meeting you here. Where are you trying to get to this time?
I read a magnific article about the great underground caverns of El Mundo and came to see them.
Ah, yes. One school of thought posts that these caverns exist throughout the entire world.
Hi, exactamente. I was on the way to discover the subterranean ruins of Rome when I got lost. Wait, you were heading to Rome and ended up here, in the future, in London. Do I say ja?
Say it how you
Yes.
think it would. Say how you think
Ja.
travel will.
The road of the traveler is long and winding, but this time I'm sure I'll reach my destination. But seeing how we bumped into each other like this, how about a puzzle for El Camino? Lunar leapfrogs. I remember when I thought this guy was French.
6
And then
frogs are
Spanish.
sitting atop logs in a bog. Leap them around so that each frog's color matches the ribbon tied to its post. There are 3 rules you need to follow. You can hop to any empty adjacent log. If there's any empty log 1 frog over, you can leap over 1 frog to get there. You can't leap over 2 frogs. Okay. So that's
So the only
yellow.
ones that can't leap are yellow and blue at the moment.
Well, fix that. Now I just blocked black off.
Sure did.
It's fine. Whoops, I did that wrong. See, I think I need to do it this way. There we go. Yay! Took me a little bit longer than I meant for it. But I got
No,
there.
you did that way faster than I would have.
Layton's apprentice.
Magnifique. With that solved, I'm ready to return to my travels. Good day, and happy travels wherever you go. I've never seen anyone as good at getting lost as you. How did you make it here to begin with? Well, obviously, he found the caverns that connect the whole world,
Did we need
and
to do something about this bee?
we looked at it.
Oh, he has the old puzzles. That's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
in the future. Is
We're
the
only missing
future of
3,
Granny
which isn't
Riddle.
bad.
All right, Luke, this is our chance. Oh, I'm so nervous. Just relax. We'll stay right here. We'll stay back here, out of sight, and let Todd work his magic. I don't remember which one of us was which.
Well, it's Chelmy and Barton, so.
You're right. This box is such a drag. Can't wait to punch out and grab a hot meal.
Sounds good. What I wouldn't give for a piping hot meat pie with some mushroom gravy right now about now. Well, we'd better not let Bostro hear us talking about food on the job, or he'll tan our hides.
Seems like all that brute does is watch us to see if we mess up. Talk about a terrible boss. Alright, do your thing, Todd.
Doing my thing, doing my thing.
Psst, Todd, you're on.
Get lost, you clown!
Did you just hear Bostro?
Yeah, He told me to get lost. Or was he talking to you?
Yeah, maybe he meant both of us.
I think you're right. Aye, aye, Bostro, you don't got to tell us twice. We're get lost immediately.
Way to go, Todd.
Squawk, squawk.
Excellent. I think we can finally get into Chinatown now. It's all thanks to our pal Todd. At least we have Todd.
Get lost. Get lost, you clown.
You can stop saying that now, Todd.
Just looking at things. Okay.
What's this device that's stuck to the door? Oh no. That's a puzzle counter.
Okay, we've done enough puzzles.
That's why the B is there.
Yeah.
Oh no, why oh no? These things measure how many puzzles a person has solved. The door won't open for anyone who solved fewer than the required number of puzzles. Here, take a look at the display on front of the machine. It says 50. Hopefully you've got 50 puzzles under your belt. We've got hundreds, but I take it you mean in this game. I don't know, but I'm anxious to try the machine, which is just full of so many neat gizmos.
Yeah, I think we're at like 48 or something.
Come on. Oh no! I didn't anticipate this.
Okay, we'll go back to the beat. Yeah, we have 48, so let's do 2 more.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wowers.
Okay, no-go arrows, whatever.
Oh.
Chart a path from the starting square in the top left corner to the ending square in the bottom right corner. You can move horizontally or vertically, but you can't move in that direction in the direction that the arrows on each square are pointing. Also, you can't use the same square twice. Okay? Oh, interesting. I can't go that way. Restart. Okay. That doesn't work either.
I think going anywhere in that area is just
Yeah.
death.
Hey, let's go this way then. Let's start from that here. So,
That's
we can't do
probably a pretty
this.
good idea.
We can't do this because this literally points at the thing. So,
Yeah, we have to get there.
we can't go up, but we can go back this way. Can't go there, but this we can't go here.
So we have to go there.
Can't go there, but could go here.
And that one. Corner.
And then up. Up.
There, and then Yeah.
That would be it? Because then let's start from here. So we can go down. We can't. We can go to the right, right, down, down, left, left, down, down, right, 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 up, right, right, down. Yeah, there we go.
This one's as good as solved. Phew, that's a relief.
Okay, we need to do one more. Glasses.
Carrying glasses.
Rubbing his back, the waiter sighed wearily and said, I always use the same box to carry as many glasses as I can at a time, but there's one type of glass that I hate carrying. Of the 4 types of glasses pictured here, which one is the waiter talking about? Keep in mind that they all weigh the same. Probably B, because you can stack those.
Yeah.
And his back
I've got a
hurts.
good feeling about this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there we go.
'Cause
I love it when
he
it's
doesn't
easy.
have
I love it
many
when
as
it's
possible.
yeah.
Like the other ones, like it could just be.
We might as well do this
4,
one as
whatever.
well. This,
Yeah, we're right here.
since we're here and you know. And we are also almost done. So then we can start
Sure
the
are.
new area next week. A hidden message
Okay.
is revealed when one of the blocks A, B, C, or D replaces the box marked question mark. Tap the letter that corresponds with the correct Layton. So O.
So yeah.
Yeah.
That should do the trick.
Yay! These were so easy.
Just as I
Why didn't I find them?
Because the actual puzzle was finding where they were.
Yeah, clearly. All right. Okay. Well, we're gonna go back to the door, but we're not gonna open the door.
We're going to
We're gonna
save
save.
that game.
I had fun. I hope y'all had fun.
This is a good game.
This is a good game. We like this game.
Yeah.
Which is why we've continued to play it. And this is the 3rd in the series that we've been playing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Is there anything else we need to talk about?
YouTube.
We have a YouTube channel which is being posted to. I've seen
Regularly.
commenters. I've been reading your comments, commenters. I haven't responded because I'm bad at that, but I've seen the nice things you guys have been saying. The
I
ones
also
that,
read them, and I also do not respond.
Yeah, sorry. We're really bad at the whole business side, growing side.
I don't respond most of the time on my other channel either.
Yeah. It's just,
because most of the time it's just like
there's nothing to say. Like we could say thank you, I guess, in a couple of
most
instances.
of the comments that I get on my other channel,
Yeah.
the proper response would be "You're welcome."
Yeah.
And then
Which
the
you could
ones that
say
I do
that.
need to respond to, it's
Mhm.
like a question directly for me, and I answer those.
Yeah. But no,
And
like
I sometimes
yeah.
say "You're welcome," but it's like,
But yeah, we like I said, we appreciate y'all's comments. Hope you enjoy what you're watching. I'm
Yeah.
Phantom.
I'm Bard.
And we'll be back in a week to find out what Chinatown's all about in the future.
We're gonna see the future Layton. Definitely
Yeah.
isn't Dimitri Allen stun gun
Or Waluigi
guy.
in disguise.
Or Waluigi, or Layton's former dead partner's dad.
Or, whatever. Anyway.
Or whatever.
Yeah. Bye.
Goodbye.